What's up? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. What's up, Bull Runner? What's up, Bearded? What's up, Barb? Chillers, good to see you. What's up, Rich Sainsbury? What's up, JTH? Jitakauka. Good evening, bro. What's up? Alright. What a nice little pumpskis. Yeah, I went to a party last night, so I overslept this morning, but we had a really nice 15-minute structure break here. 15-minute structure breaks, bullish. Wait, where was it? Right here. Right, so you pull the bullish structure here. And then you get your retrace. And then this morning we just go and we get our change of character here and our break of structure here. So the 15-minute time frame is bullish, so it does leave opportunities for like an SFP, like a JPOW to form at the highs, right? So something like this. I think there was a 5-minute structure play here. Yeah, there was. The 5-minute structure was a little interesting here. So you get your 5-minute break here. Then you come back up. Yeah, 3-minute structure might be what I was like. Okay, yeah. So 3-minute structure was interesting here. You get your break here. Then you come back up to break bullish to put in an SFP to come lower. So you get your bearish break of structure. You bearishly break here. You then come back and bullishly break here. And then you come back and you SFP here. And now we're going down, so we're definitely forming a little bit of a range here, so we're kind of at the lows of the range right now. We're trying to hold on to this area here, support. Right, resistance, resistance, resistance. Could we flip that to support? Maybe. So I would be interested in structure breaks at our previous highs. Since we still do have bullish structure on the 15-minute. We also have these little demand areas that we have to tap. Or not that we have to tap, but that would be good for a bounce if we do tap. We've got a demand here, which might line up with our golden pocket. Well, let's take a look. So if we grab from, let's do the 15-minute. Yeah, so if we grab that, we have some pretty nice confluence in this area. It's also previous highs here, so you have like three different, or here, right? So you have like three different confluences for a bounce here. So what we'd be looking for would be something like this. This is if the 15 minutes not going to SFP, right? Maybe morning time around then, maybe we can be down here and look for a reaction out of this area. I'm not totally convinced that this move is done. I think that we can come up to the spider line, like 71.3. So what does our 5-minute look like? So it's not really a break here. Yeah, so you break it here, you set a high, you set a low, you break bullish, you SFP, continuation down, you get another bullish break, yeah, structure is kind of a mess up here. We would be just under a clean bearish break of structure. Are we all short? That's a good question, guys. Throw a 1 in the chat if you're short. Oh, Mikey's short. We're going to 0. Oh yeah, Bearded, you're still holding the 98K short. You're short from 70K. Nice. Yeah. I mean, I think there's still, like I said, there's still room for bulls to push this up. We have these nice levels up here that we have been looking at for like 3 or 4 weeks to get hit, but they haven't been hit yet. And that would be the continuation SFP of 72,300, the 786 previous lows confluence, and the 4-hour SFP of the strong high. We mitigated this order block last week. So this has been mitigated, which it puts us in an interesting situation because we don't have anything left to hit over here, right? So as I was talking about in the market pulse, like if we come down and start to lose 63K, I mean, there's nothing stopping us from taking this low. But we are building some internal supports now, like what I was talking about before. We're trying to flip this previous highs, you know, trying to flip this zone here into support, which we'll see if it can hold. And then we also have kind of the midpoint down here where we have that little demand. Looking for a better RR to entry on a short. Yeah, I mean the RR is not bad up here considering that the 4 hours bearish. Um, you could have taken the 5-minute break of structure up here, or the 3-minute break of structure up here that we were talking about. SFP. We put in a little JPOW on the 3-minute, so SFP break of structure. You could have taken the short here, or you could have taken the short over here. One hour strong high is just above us. Yeah, the 1 hour, you mean a 1 hour week high? Or sorry, not week high. You were right. I'm wrong. Strong high. Yeah. 72,000. I mean, look, if we just make the same move that we made today again, there's a 7% move today, guys. That puts us at kind of the levels that we're looking at. So if tomorrow we can push again like we did today, then we very easily could come up to some of those market pulse orders. What about a deviation above the 1 hour before attacking the week low? Yeah, so that's one of the trades, Barb, that has been in the market pulse for like 3 weeks. Like I would love to get a short from up here. Dude, imagine if we get 15-minute up here. We break 15-minute down. Take it as a range deviation. Deviate the high of the range, reclaim the range, and then come all the way back down. Everyone will get so bullish up here. And its previous lows confluence, I think it's also on the... Yeah, we also have like 74k support resistance flip on the weekly as well. We are getting a bullish engulf on the weekly, which is nice. Dang, I need to clean up this chart. That's 786 from the 4 hour, yes. Yeah, exactly. Should we look around the market? Still just making lower highs on the on total. I want to come down to like 67.1. Shorted to 15-minute JPOW. I don't see a 15-minute JPOW. Yeah, that's complete Bart. Yeah, let's just Bart and give it all back. Oh, River. Is this a new coin? What the fuck is this thing? What the fuck am I looking at? So you're talking about this. Hold on, did that take the high? No, so that's internal. So you SFP here, and then you break structure here. And you come back up to touch. I mean, the RR is really good. Yeah, you have a 3 RR just to the low. Depending on where you got in. Yeah, I can see that. Do we have any other structure to go off of? Then you break 3-minute structure bullish here. SFP galore. You come back down, you break bearish. SFP. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, not a bad short, bro. Is your 4-hour bearish? 4-hour flips bullish here. You just had a SF. Ew, that's ugly. You lose your momentum here, it starts to look like you're coming here. Yeah, the problem with some of these coins is that they're just rockets, man. The lower JPOW at 1508. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. But I see it. Hey, we got 50 people in here. How y'all doing, guys? What's Biddy doing? We got that tap of previous highs here. Getting a little bit of a big reaction off that. Yeah, good luck, Creek. We'll see. Is there any coins you guys want to look at? VVV. Little bear market runner. You come to. Is that a daily JPOW? Guys, this pattern rules. The oil rules. Oh, I didn't take it. Which means that the structure break happens here. You break the daily bearish here. Just to pull it bullish again. Retest previous highs. Yeah, man. Pump City on this coin. Now, you have 4-hour golden pocket. Order block here. Man, they didn't give you 15, they gave you 12. They didn't give you 12, 10 minute. You have 10 minute. 10 minute structure breaks bearish here. So I like this whole area of demand. Now the question is, where do we get a structure break? I kind of like this area too. Yeah, so if we can come down and get some bullish structure to form here, I could see a long on VVV. Because you are at the 4-hour golden pocket, so this is a 4-hour strong low right here. So there's a couple trades I see. I see a bounce from here, the golden pocket. You would need to confirm a close above here right now to reclaim your 10-minute structure. Yeah. Break out of this downtrend line as well. Yeah, nice. It's at the 4-hour golden pocket. Continuation. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, as long as this trend line doesn't break, I see continuation. We could also come SFP the 4-hour low at 618. So I would also watch for a bullish SFP down here. We come down, SFP, reclaim, and go. It's kind of the two things that I'm looking for. We could either bounce from here, or SFP down here. What you don't want to see is you don't want to see a 4-hour close below here. That would be continuation, golden pocket, dump. Ave? Yeah, sure, man. Did Ave break that? No, so Ave put in a 4-hour SFP. Come down. Golden pocket tap. SFP the low. Trying to put in, so did it have? No 1 hour. Yeah, so you have active 15-minute. No. Yeah, SFP, your 15-minute low here. Yeah, so you're just continuing the trend, 15-minute uptrend. So if we grab golden pocket, previous lows, confluence. You would really have to go on smaller time frames to hunt for this, maybe 5-minute. Yeah. Yeah, I think Ave can come down to like 116-ish. Oh, you got in on River? Solana. Solana tapped the 4-hour golden pocket like a week ago. Putting in kind of a little head and shoulders here. I like it coming back to the demand. Yeah, things need to go just a little bit lower in my opinion, and you'll be hitting some really interesting levels. Yeah, you got a lot of confluence here. $12-minute, 10-minute, 8-minute. Very clean 5-minute. Yeah, potentially I would like to see 5-minute structure break at this in this area, somewhere in here. If you get that and you hold momentum, I think you could go higher. Right now you're 15 minutes bullish, but your 1 hour and your 4 hour are still bearish, so keep that in mind. And yeah, Bitcoin needs to come a little bit lower, and I think it can bring these alts into these really interesting levels. Could you look at near, bro? Yeah, sure. Okay, so near is interesting because it has 4 hour. Yeah, and that's why near is doing so well, because it broke 4 hour structure. So you originally SFP this. Oh. So you originally SFP this. Then you come and break it. And now you're in aggressive 4 hour uptrend. Nice little rounded bottom. Near looks really good. Nice little rounded bottom. We got our SOS out of the range, so we kind of retested our creek here. Got an SOS out of the range. Now we're looking for some sort of backup move. I like this order block near the highs. Now, it can keep running. It doesn't necessarily need to do this, but right now, let's see where our golden pocket would be. Yeah. I'm just going to say this whole demand block area here. I like a move down into this order block to a continuation. But that would mean the Bitcoin needs to go down a bit more than a little bit. 15 minute, I bet you it's just pumping. Yeah. You're just looking for a break of momentum. Did this SFP? No, it didn't. Yeah, if you're long from down here or wherever, just if this trend line breaks, it might be time to take some profit. It could roll over. 15-minute structure. You're trying to bounce from the golden pocket on the 15-minute right now. If you lose 129, it starts to look bad. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question. If you're long, just wait for this momentum to break. If you get 2 candles underneath this momentum, you're probably coming down. Worst case, if you lose this, you definitely want to get out. But you can look for re-entry here. So I'm going to set an alert there. You can look for re-entry here. How are you doing, Biddy? I want to see some higher levels so I can get giga short. Alright, we're going to see what the indicators say and then might call it in live for about 40 minutes. We're at the middle of the range on the 15-minute. About that 4-hour. Yeah, we just have so much juicy levels up here. The SFP of the 4-hour high. Or not, yeah, I mean the 1-hour high. We haven't got quite into that reversal band yet on the 4-hour. That reversal band starts around like 70,300. We still have a very blue trend driven. It's not that bad. What does Market Cipher say? Okay. Okay. We've still got momentum to the upside. Open. Money flow coming back up. Look, it looks VWAP looks like a triangle. Look at that. We got these RSIs strong to the upside. The 1-hour losing the 80 line is not very cool. We got gapped RSIs here on the 10-minute, but we got money aggressively coming out. Yeah, we got our 20-minute 200 back in this range as well, which is kind of the area that we have this pink box on, like 67. Yeah, around 67. I still see a lot of confluence there if we can come down to 67 here. Not the 1 hour cooling off, 2-hour cooling off, 3-hour 200 EMA. Yeah, this could SFP overnight the highs. It doesn't look that bad. Yeah, that's the problem. Creek is like, if it's so close to those highs too that it might as well sweep those highs. And if Bitcoin's gonna dump, then it's gonna, or gonna pump, then it's gonna do the same thing. And Bitcoin doesn't look that bad. Let's look at our midterm high time frames. Like, we got nice curvature here. We got all these waves. Like, if you just connect the highs. Momentum fake out. Oh my god. Right, so we got a pinching up explosion to the upside. Let's see what happens though. What's up, Fenomen? Glad you can make it in, dude. Trying to hold the 2-hour 200 EMA. Yeah, A bullish cross on the 2 hour would be nice. Would be nice. Noise. Damn, this is a big ass green out. This is a big ass 2 hour candle. 6% in 2 hours. Sheesh. Yeah. We're at the top of the regression trend. That's actually pretty nice on the 2 hour. We're right at the top of the regression trend. If we can find support on here, we can base out for a bigger move. I agree with you, Fenman. Trying to hold here is key. That's why I wasn't really interested in many shorts. At least not yet. I want to get 15-minute bear structure. What's up, Wave Cipher? I always rewatch the lives. Appreciate it. Oh, of course, man. Appreciate you watching them, bro. Can you look? Alright, I'll look at hype, and then I'm going to bed. uh... Okay. So hype gave you another nice break of structure, kind of similar to Bitcoin, but it just went. So it broke out of its 15-minute structure here after stopping everybody out over here. Stopped everybody out. Came back up, broke 15-minute structure, bullish. What kind of retrace are we looking at? Oh, hype gave you 5-minute at the highs. I like that. So hype gave you a 5-minute break of structure at the highs. Set some highs in here. It comes down. Breaks the high. You just broke the 5-minute structure again. Alright, so there's a couple things that I would look at. I would look for a bounce from this local golden pocket at like 32.5. If that doesn't happen and we're gonna lose this trend, this uptrending momentum, which would be like this, right? If we're gonna lose this and come down, I would look for hype to hold 31, like 31.2, 31.3, kind of the previous highs over here, because that's your 15-minute golden pocket on structure. But right now the 5-minute is bullish, so if you are long, as long as you don't break 32.233, you can probably make a run for the highs. I would take some profit if we make it back up here and then just leave it to run. That's what I see on hype. Yeah, a lot of altcoins are sitting just above really key levels, so you just gotta watch, make sure if Bitcoin's gonna go a little bit lower, it gives you the opportunity on some of these coins to get in on retraces. Now, we gotta end the stream the right way, right? We gotta let people know, like, yes, we are pumping. However, short since this morning. Okay, let me go back and answer that question then. You're short since up here. The problem with that is that the short was on the 5-minute time frame, and now you've broken the 5-minute back bullish, and you've SFP'd, and you're running up. So for you, if you're short, you really want to see if 32 breaks again, you're looking good to come down to like 31.3. I'm guessing did you already take some profit down here? I would just be careful of an SFP of this high. Where is Boo Boo? Yeah, you already know. You already know what's coming. You already know what's coming. We gotta move these guys down a little bit. All right, so guilty until proven innocent. We are still in a 4-hour downtrend. We are pretty close to the reversal bands on the 4-hour, right? We're at the highs of the regression trend, so be very careful. Yes, it's nice when we get these little pumps here, but we still have a 4-hour week low below us down at 59,877. So just be aware of that. Make sure that if you're long, you're paying yourself, you're taking profit. Don't worry, you're not gonna miss the whole move. I mean, if we're gonna come back up, right, we're gonna break 4-hour structure first, but expectational order flow is that we should take out this low, right? Unless we're gonna flip structure, which will be obvious when we get up here. Right, like, oh, this is the bottom. Oh, this is the bottom. Oh, this is the bottom. Wrecked, 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 maybe wrecked. Right? Okay, guys, just want to make sure y'all trade safe, good risk management. Hopefully I can find some trades tomorrow. Sorry, I slept in today, so I didn't give that short signal, but I will keep my eyes on the charts. We'll see if we can find some trades. Make sure you set your alarms for around 67. And as always, oh wait, let me 1 second. There's still time to sign up on BitUnix with my link to get free money to trade with and 30% off fees. Make sure you do that. Yeah, they're giving you free money to trade with, guys. If you already have a BitUnix account, you can just create a new email and move money over. Alright, guys. As always, my name is Wave Cipher. Much love. Trade safe. Wave Cipher out. Have a fantastic night, everyone.